Animal Fact, Animal Fable by Seymour Simon, illustrated by Diane de Groat. We all know facts about animals, things that are true. But from watching animals and reading stories and tales about them, we may have some beliefs that are not true. We may believe in fables rather than facts. In this science selection, decide whether each statement about an animal is a fact or a fable. Then turn the page to find out what scientists have discovered. A turtle can walk out of its shell. Fable. When people find an empty turtle shell on the ground, they may think a turtle left it behind and moved into a new one. But that is not true. A turtle can no more walk out of its shell than you can walk away from your ribs. A turtle shell is not just a house it lives in. The shell is really part of the turtle's body. You should not try to take a turtle out of its shell. If you do, the turtle will die. The empty shells you may find on the ground are the remains of turtles that have died. It's now 96 chirps. Today's temperature will reach 101 chirps. Crickets tell the temperature with their chirps. Fact. Crickets are animals whose body temperatures change with the temperature around them. On a hot day, crickets chirp so rapidly that it is hard to count the number of chirps. But on a cool day, crickets chirp much more slowly. We can then easily count the times they chirp. Some people say they can use the number of chirps to find the exact temperature. That's not always possible. A cricket's chirping depends upon its age and health as well as on the temperature. Porcupines shoot their quills. Fable. Porcupines cannot really shoot their quills. A porcupine's quills are sharp and have barbs like tiny hooks. The tip of a quill shown here has been magnified many times. When the quill sinks into an animal, it becomes stuck and is left behind. Porcupines use their quills to protect themselves. If an animal or person bothers a porcupine, the quills stand on end. The porcupine turns around and backs up to his enemy. Few animals bother a porcupine a second time. Dogs talk with their tails. Fact. We know dogs don't use words to talk, but their tails can tell us how they feel. When a dog wags its tail from side to side, the dog is happy and playful. But when a dog wags its tail up and down, it may be because it has done something wrong and expects to be punished. If a dog keeps its tail straight up, be careful. That is the signal that it may attack. Don't run, just back away slowly.
Yoo-hoo, where are you?
Ostriches hide their heads in the sand. Fable. There is a well-known fable that ostriches stick their heads in the sand when they are frightened. Here's how the fable may have started. When ostriches see an enemy, they sometimes drop down and stretch out their necks along the ground. This makes it more difficult for the enemy to see them. To a person watching an ostrich, it may look as if the ostrich has buried its head in the ground. An ostrich may not be very smart, but it is not dumb. When an enemy comes close, the ostrich gets up from the ground and runs away. Goats will eat almost anything. Fact. Goats will eat almost anything they can find. They even seem to eat tin cans, but they are not really eating the metal can. They are chewing the label to get at the glue underneath. Though goats eat string and paper, they would rather eat fruit, vegetables, grass, and leaves of plants. They are not quite the garbage cans some people think they are.